Welcome back to the Tamiya Ducati build, where we are on step 27, attaching the battery. For this step, we are going to need C21 and C7 and a small poly cap, which we have to make a little slit in it or score it. Still trying to figure out why, but I guess we'll understand. So both of these parts will be painted in LP5, semi-gloss black. So we've got our poly caps there, and we've got C7. All right, we've got C7. We need C21. Clean that one up. All right. So apparently this little cap, it's a score mark. It doesn't say cut it, it says score it. So we're going to score it and try not to cut our finger. Well, I guess I scored it. So it is saying, it says to drop this into here. It says do not glue. Then it says to, no, look at that orange, yeah. That's right, that's right. No, it's not. Okay. And then it says to drop basically this circle here right down into there. Which I'm trying to figure out why we need a poly cap there. All right. And our poly cap is in there. So we are just gonna run, oh my gosh, it keeps wanting to come up. So what we are going to do, run a little glue around here. And if I'm not mistaken, you can see through there, so we know our poly cap is lined up. So we are now going to go paint that. Like I said, we're going to paint it LP5, and then we're going to mount it on the bike, and this step will be done already. But we're going to include step 28 also, because that's literally running a wire vinyl tubing. So let me go paint this and I'll be right back. All right, guys, I am back from the paint booth, and we have painted our battery. So it is all LP5, semi-gloss black. So now we're going to attach it just by pushing it down onto the center peg here. So it has our bike pointing this way. And it has this pointing this way. So then we're just going to, yeah, I guess we use, I'm trying to figure out, because it has two holes down here. So I'm trying to figure out which hole that would go into. Okay, I don't understand why we put a poly cap in, I guess, is my question. Because it doesn't seem to attach to anything. Okay, well, it slides down. I was confused because there's two holes in the bottom, and I was trying to figure out, maybe something attaches in the top. That's probably what it is. So in a future step, so we're just going to get some glue around this post, and we're going to put a little bit of glue down here, and we're going to slide that back down where we just had it. Slide it into place. All right, step 27 is done. But we can't just do one little step and stop. So let's do step 28 as well. So for that, we're going to need our vinyl tubing. And we need a long piece this time. So just like always, we're going to hold it, stretch it out, hold it with our other finger, and cut it. And I'm going to stretch out the ends a little bit. So that way, when I go to put it on, it's kind of already nimble a little bit. So it has us attaching up under the handlebars, up by the fork, and into, oh, okay, I see where it goes. It's not too clear here, but it goes underneath, there's a little peg underneath here. I don't know if you can see it, it's right there. So we are going to run this right up in here. And we're going to attach it under there on that little peg. Just going to wiggle. Try not to push too hard because I don't want to break anything. Just going to wiggle and push and wiggle and push at the same time until we don't see a gap. Okay, so that's attached. Now we're going to wrap it, as you see, down and around, and it's going to connect. It's going to connect right to this little peg right here. Actually, no, it's not. It's going to connect to this little peg right here. And you see that? It's sticking up right here. See if I can zoom in for you. This little one right here. So we're going to take it. Wiggle and try to get it on there a little bit. And then move closer to it. And again, we're just wiggling and pushing softly, letting it just bend and hopefully not break. If it breaks, you'll hear me curse. Just being patient. And there we go. It is tucked in there. But now we're going to feed this up here a little bit. So we need a little bit more. Got to be a little closer to the chassis. I'm really surprised it sits outside the framework. But there we go. So that is in. And the other part of step 28 is also grabbing our F wire, if we can see that. I'm going to try to find that now. Because F is coming up. Oh, we already attached F. I'm sorry. F wire was this wire here. So I attached that in the previous step. I cheated, moved ahead. So we're going to bend this out so it doesn't look like there's a crinkle in there. And so there we go. We got the battery on. We got our tubing up and around. Going up to our clutch. And it's got enough play to move back and forth. So that completes step 28. So I will get going on getting the parts and getting ready for step 29 as we start the seat assembly and actually painting some of the fairing and all that stuff that we're going to start moving towards working on the body now. So thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your comments. I really appreciate you guys. If you haven't subscribed and you find anything here interesting, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you're notified when I put out a new video following this bike build. Thanks, guys.